Hey guys, I'm okay to go ahead and get control of the meeting. I can go ahead and do that. Where I can't chat since it's disabled. Hello, everyone. Still about 5 more minutes, guys, okay?
I just want to verify, why are we putting the teachers on the approval? Yeah. Oh, Mr. Soto's calling me. Okay, all right, thank you. Yes, sir.
All right, guys, almost about to start, about a minute or so, okay? All right.
Hello, Mr. Moreno. Can you see me?
Yes, sir, I got you. Thank you.
Okay,
See
thank you,
you're
sir.
working out of your car. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Luckily, you stopped. You're not driving. That's a good thing.
Yeah. I had finished up with the one client on my way to get to this meeting, but I'm just gonna go ahead and park and go from here. We're good.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. No worries.
All right, guys, 6:15. We're gonna go ahead and get started for us. Just go ahead and read this. Effective March 16, 2020, Governor Greg Abbott authorized a temporary suspension of some of the statutory provisions of the Texas Open Meetings Law. This meeting of the Board of Trustees of the Harlandale Independent School District is being held pursuant to this authorization and permit the face-to-face meetings to slow the spread of the coronavirus COVID-19. See attached open meeting law subject to temporary suspension. A special meeting of the Board of Trustees of Harlandale Independent School District will be held Wednesday, June 24th, 2020, beginning at 6:15. It's now 6:16. Central Office, 102 Genevieve, San Antonio, Texas, 78214, via video conference. This board meeting will be held via Zoom. Members of the public may access this meeting by the free of charge video conference link by logging into the following Zoom website, //zoom.us/J3770069569, password uppercase HISD, no more than 15 minutes before the meeting. Additionally, the district will provide a live stream of the meeting via YouTube. That link will be posted on the front page of the Harlandale ISD website, www.harlandale.net, the day of the meeting. A recording of the meeting will be made available to the public within 5 business days at the Harlandale ISD website, www.harlandale.net, under the school board /board meetings videos page. An electronic copy of the agenda packet may be accessed at the Harlandale ISD website under the school board /board book page prior to the meeting. The board may go into closed session on any agenda item if permitted under Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code. In such event, the board president will announce the applicable code section prior to the board going into closed session. Item 1A, roll call and recording of board members present. Roll call order, I have Ms. Limon.
Here.
I have Mrs. Cavazos.
Here.
I have Mr. Mendoza.
Here.
I will note that Mrs. Ortiz did reach out and notified us that she was not going to be able to join us today. Mr. Mancha.
President.
Okay, myself here, and Mrs. Carrillo.
Hi, guys. I'm here, everyone. Hi, everyone.
I do declare a quorum present. We do also have Dr. Castleberry with us as well. Okay. Now, recording the superintendent, item C, and staff members present. Mr. Soto, if you can have your staff identified, please.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Today we have Richard Hernandez, Associate Superintendent for Business.
Okay, hold on. He disappeared on me.
He was on there. We'll get back.
Okay.
Might have kicked him off.
Okay.
We have Melissa Casey, the Associate Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction.
Here.
We have Dr. Melinda Salinas, Executive Director of Human Resources.
Here.
We have Kyle Blakeney, Executive Director of Operations.
Here.
And I still don't see Richard, but he was on earlier.
Yeah, I did see him as well. Okay, he'll join us shortly. Oh, there he is connecting.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we'll go ahead and move on to, there is no item 2. Nobody signed up for public comment. Moving on to item 3, the board will be asked to approve the Renaissance Star as the universal screener for grades 2 through 11 for math and reading for the 2020-2021 school year. Mr. Soto, defer to you, or Ms. Casey.
Yes, sir. At this time, I'd like to have Ms. Casey address the item.
Okay. And did
Mr.
you need to
President?
share the screen?
No, sir. But I just wanted to, what I have, Mr. President, we have on the board agenda for a screener. We actually, the last two board meetings approved waivers to submit for a reading assessment for kinder and seventh. We also
Okay.
submitted a waiver to notify parents of failure, if kids are in danger of failing in 4th and 7th grade, which normally all of those we do with STAR, at least the notification of failure. And so with this screener, we're looking to align and test students from from 2 through 11, where we will be able to keep track of students and their progress in reading and in math. We've never had a math screener. And then of course, reading, we have various screeners, but not something that's aligned. At the meeting, we have Mr. Cantu. He is one of our curriculum directors, and we have David Castro as well. Both of them, there was a committee that screened various products that looked at what they felt would best suit our needs. There were criteria such as English and Spanish and what components that each of the screeners addressed. So if there's any questions, they're also available on the call and are able to answer that.
Okay, great. I guess we can go ahead and make a motion to discuss and possibly approve. Is there
Mr.
someone that
Chair.
would like to make the chair out? Yes, Ms. Carrillo.
I move to approve the Renaissance Star as the universal screener for grades 2 through 11 for math and reading for the 2020-2021 school year.
Okay, thank you. Remember this. Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
All right, a second by Ms. Limon. We can go ahead and have any discussion on the matter before going and calling for the roll call vote. Any questions in particular towards the specific item in regards to documentation provided for us, guys?
No.
Okay. And like you said, Ms. Casey, this is something new because I did see the 360, but it's something different from what we've had before, right? Like you said, it's something that is somewhat newer than what's been out there, or?
What we've used in middle school, we've used Achieve 3000 at our
Okay.
middle schools. And
So
then
we're not
what
gonna,
we do,
okay.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry, so we're not gonna be using Achieve 3000 any longer?
That's correct.
Okay. All right.
And we only use that at the middle school. At the high school, we didn't do any screeners in reading or math. And in math, we didn't do any screeners at the middle school level. So this will be the first time that we're assessing students and their progress in both reading and math throughout our system. We do have screeners that we're using for K2. The committee just felt this wasn't the most appropriate measure for students that were in kinder and second grade. So
Okay.
we'll transition them into RunStar once they've done their testing, such as TPRI, and I believe it's Amplify that we're using for math.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty familiar with Achieve 3000, but
Mhm.
like you said, that's something that it would really only be, like you said, the Lexia levels and things of that nature. So
Correct.
I can see where the math component can come in much more
Mhm.
handier. So
Yeah, and
that's
what we're looking at now is an adaptive practice that will supplement this, that we're still reviewing and vetting to bring forward at another board meeting.
okay. All right. Well, anyone else have any comments or questions to either Mr. Castro or Mr. Cantu or anyone else in general?
Moreno,
Yes, Ms. Limon?
may I ask Ms. Casey a question?
Sure.
Mhm.
Ms. Casey, is this just because of the COVID-19 or everybody's getting tested?
Oh no, we want to carry this on throughout. This is also something that we can measure. We also have a T-test component where we need to look at how students are progressing in a teacher's evaluation. And so we want to use this as a system that we put in place so we have accountability, and we also are able to see where our students maybe not making progress. What are the components and instruction that we need to address in our system and align our systems that we have in place for kids?
Great. Thank you, Ms. Casey.
Okay. All right. Anyone else, guys? Any questions, comments, or concerns? Okay. All right. So we did have a motion on the floor by Ms. Carrillo, second by Ms. Limon. Okay, to approve. Remember that this motion is amendable, it is debatable, and does require a majority vote. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do roll call order. And in this case, guys, just to clarify and not have any mispronunciations, we're gonna just say yes or no, okay? And we'll be doing that going forward. All right, I think that's okay with everybody. So Mrs. Limon, yes or no? And you can also make the gesture as well.
Yes.
Okay. Mrs. Cavazos, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Mendoza, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Mancha, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Myself, yes. Mrs. Carrillo, yes or no? Yes, okay. That works in handy too.
I like that.
You
All
got
right,
too
so
much
motion-
time on your hands.
Motion carries. Moving on to item 4, convening closed session as authorized by the Texas Government Code, Chapter 551, Sections 551.071 through 551.084. A, the board will consider and take possible action on the recommended regular personnel report, TGC 551.074. B, the board will consider and take possible action on the superintendent's recommendation for the appointment of a principal at Hardendale Middle School, TGC 551.074. And C, the board will consider and take possible action on the superintendent's recommendation for the appointment of a public information officer, TGC 551.074. All right, so do we have a motion?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Ms. Carrillo?
I move for, I move to approve for us to go into closed session and as authorized by the Texas Government Code, Chapter 551, Sections 551.071 through 551.084 in regards to items A, B, and C.
Okay, great, thank you. So we have a motion to go into closed session through items A through C. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, second by, said Mr. Mendoza in this case. Remember, this motion is amendable, it is debatable, and requires a majority vote. Okay, so roll call order, again, yes or no? Ms. Limon, yes or no?
Yes,
All right, Ms. Cavazos,
Yes.
yes or no? Okay,
Yes.
Mr. Mendoza, yes or no?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Mancha, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, myself, yes. Ms. Carrillo, yes or no? Yes, okay. So we are now going to convene in closed session, or we're now going to closed session. It is 6:26. And I'll be inviting you guys into the next room, okay?
can I access that? Come on, Ken.
Anybody have an idea what's going on here?
Cabinet and the board are in closed session right now, sir.
All right, guys, just waiting for everybody to come on back. No, it takes a little minute or two. Okay. Just waiting for Mr. Mendoza and Ms. Carrillo. I see Ms. Carrillo coming on. All right, Ms. Carrillo's there. Mr. Mendoza, we're just waiting for him. All right, still waiting. I'm assuming Mr. Mendoza's been kicked off and is trying to get back on. Okay. I guess suppose there's an inordinate amount of people on Zoom that's causing this to take longer than it should. So just be patient with us, guys. We're trying to get Mr. Mendoza back online, and we'll be back shortly so we can convene an open session. Oh, there he is. Now I see him. Okay. All right, guys. Back at it. All right. We are now back in open session. It took a little minute. It's now 6:50, and we're going to go ahead and go back to item A. The board will consider and take possible action on the recommended regular personnel report, TGC 551.074. Do we have a motion? Thank you, Ms. Casey. A motion?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Ms. Carrillo.
I move to approve the recommended regular personnel report.
Okay, we have a motion by Ms. Carrillo. Do we have a second?
I second.
Okay, second by Ms. Cavazos. We're going to go ahead and remember that this motion is amendable, it is debatable, and does require a majority vote. All right, remember we're going roll call order and yes or no. Ms. Limon, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Mrs. Cavazos, yes or no?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Mendoza, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, great, thank you.
Hey, Ricardo, hold on.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Castleberry isn't on this. I think she's in the other room still.
Okay, I thought I saw her on the mute.
Because she was in the other room with me, and then I got on this.
Okay. Mr. Resendez, do we have to, we can continue with the vote, correct? Sorry, it's trying to unmute you. It's trying to unmute.
Yeah,
you.
yeah, there we go. Yeah, we can continue. I guess if somebody wants to maybe text her to leave that room, I could do that real quick.
I'll give her a call right now to Mr. Resendez.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, we do
okay,
have,
okay, yeah.
she usually does through the video, and then she does her phone. So she could still probably hear us.
Okay, so yeah, we can go forward with it. Yeah, she was in closed session, so she knows what the discussions were.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Mancha, yes or no? Yes. All right. Sorry about that. Unmute. Yes or no, sir? Okay. Okay. We got yes. And then myself, yes. Ms. Carrillo, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Motion carries. We did get you, Mr. Mancha. I saw you motion yes. Thank you. We're going to go ahead and go to the next item. The board will consider and take possible action on the superintendent's recommendation, for the appointment of a principal at Harlandale Middle School, TGC 551.074. Do we have a motion?
Mr. Moreno,
Yes, Ms. Limon?
I would like to make a motion to approve the superintendent's recommendation for the appointment of a principal at the Harlandale Middle School, TGC 551.074, as for Mr. Dr. Juan Hinojosa,
Okay.
as our
So,
next middle school principal.
okay, great. Thank you, Ms. Limon. We have a motion to approve Dr. Juan Hinojosa. Do we have a second to approve at Harlandale Middle School?
I second.
All right, a second by Ms. Cavazos. All right, now remember, this motion is amendable, it is debatable, and does require a majority vote. Going down roll call order, Ms. Limon, yes or no?
Yes,
Ms. Cavazos, yes or no?
Yes.
Mr. Mendoza, yes or no? Yes, okay, can see him. All right, Ms. Carrillo, or excuse me, myself, Mr. Mancha, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, great, thank you. Myself, yes. And Mrs. Carrillo, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, great. Congratulations to Dr. Juan Hinojosa. We look
Yes,
forward to,
congratulations, sir.
we look forward to you
Thank
doing
you.
some great and amazing things and building off what's been established there.
Yes.
So moving on to item C, the board will consider and take possible action on the superintendent's recommendation for the appointment of a public information officer, TGC 551.074. Do we have a motion for this item?
Mr. Moreno, may I?
Yes, Ms. Cavazos?
I move for the board to approve the superintendent's recommendation and appoint Mariana Veraza as public information officer.
Okay, great. Do we have a second for that motion?
I'll second.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and call for the vote. So remember, this motion is amendable, it is debatable, and does require a majority vote. Roll call order again, yes or no? Ms. Limon, yes or no?
Yes,
All right, Ms. Cavazos, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Mendoza, yes or no? Yes, okay. Mr. Mancha, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, myself, yes. Ms. Carrillo, yes or no?
Yes.
Great.
And congratulations, Ms. Mariana.
Congratulations to Ms. Mariana Veraza. I'm sure she's gonna do an outstanding job, and we look forward
Yes.
to all the great things she'll be able to publicize about the wonderful things that we're doing here for our Harlandale ISD community and specifically our kids. Okay. All right.
Felicidades.
Congratulations, yes. Anything further, guys? Okay, so moving on to item 6, adjourn.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, ma'am. Ms.
I
Carrillo?
move to adjourn.
All right, I move to adjourn by Ms. Carrillo. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Ms. Limon. Okay, remember that this motion is not debatable, is not amendable, is not debatable, but requires a majority vote. Okay, roll call order, Mrs. Limon, yay, yes or no?
Yes,
All right, Ms. Cavazos, yes or no?
Yes.
Mr. Mendoza, yes or no? Yes, okay, same with the motion. Mr. Mancha, yes or no?
Yes.
Thank you. Myself, yes, and Ms. Carrillo, yes or no?
Yes. And good night, everybody. Y'all have a good evening.
All right, thank you guys so much, appreciate it, and y'all have a wonderful evening. It is now 6:56 and the meeting is adjourned.
thank you. Good night.
Be safe, everybody.
Bye, guys.